Deep through your nose. Exhale. Slow your breath down as slow as you can out your nose, relaxing your shoulders, noticing your chest lower. You're going to pull your belly in towards your spine. Keep breathing, inhaling deep through your nose. Feel your torso expand and stretch, slowing your breath down as slow as you can. Relax your jaw. We're going to take 4 more breaths just like this. Long, slow, steady, deep breath in. Slow, long, steady breath out. Three more. Two more. Maybe you notice your heart rate slowing. Calming the emotions. What are your fingers feeling here as they rest upon your knees or your legs? 2 more breaths. More oxygen to your body. Your brain needs 3 times the amount of oxygen to function than the rest of the organs in your body. Last breath. Just take a moment to observe and be aware of what you're feeling here. Maybe you notice your feet up against the carpet, or maybe you're on a yoga mat, or maybe you sat outside on the grass. Wherever you're at, notice what that feels like. Take another deep breath in. And on your inhale, you're going to bring your hands to heart center, and you're going to open your eyes. And just notice if you're beginning to feel a little relaxed. If not, that's okay. You'll get there. We're going to rub our hands together. So keep breathing. Inhale deep through your nose as you rub your hands together. We're going to wash away the day. All right, and you're going to take your hands and you're going to gently just brush them over your face, up gently, and over the head, down, underneath the chin. Inhale, brush, sweep up, over and back. Exhale, down the neck. 3 more. Inhale, sweep up. Exhale, down and back and down. 2 more. Touching helps us to self-regulate, to calm our nerves and our emotions. 1 more. Hands to heart center. Take a breath. And then you're going to open your eyes. You can stay seated in front, or you're going to take your legs in front of you on the mat. And you're going to place your hands behind you on your mat, and you're just going to lengthen the spine, lifting the upper back to lift the chest. Keep pushing off the bottoms of those sits bones. Take a deep breath in through your nose. Such a beautiful sky out here tonight. I'm going to encourage you to go sit outside and face the sun and watch the sunset. You don't have to look directly at the sun, but this is going to reset your circadian rhythms if you're having trouble sleeping. You can feel the cool breeze outside. Just basking, taking it all in, watching the clouds move. From here, if you need to, you can keep your fingers behind you, or you're going to turn your fingers in. This may be too much extension on the wrists, so you may want to just turn your hands out to the side. Lifting the upper back to lift the chest and lengthen your spine. Take a deep breath in, let your belly fall out, relax. Rib cage expand. Deep breath up to the top of the chest. Slow your breath down out your nose. I'm watching the clouds pass by here. Just a nice, soft, billowy white cloud passing slowly through this beautiful blue sky. One more breath here. On your inhale, you're going to sit up. You're going to bring your feet to the mat. And just place your hands on your shins, lifting up tall. Take another breath here. You can widen your feet out towards the outer edges of your mat if you'd like. One more breath. And then you're going to lift your toes. Bring your feet a little closer if you need to. And you're going to lift and lengthen your spine as your rib cage rests on your thighs. You're going to take your two fingers, place them around the big toes, and lengthen up here. You're going to feel a nice release in your lower back. And you're going to keep breathing. Deep breath in through your nose. Slow your breath down. Nice breeze coming through here. Hearing the whistling, then rustling of the leaves in the trees and the bushes. Opening your lower back, stretching your spine, releasing the lats a little bit. One more breath. As you inhale, you're going to sit, release your toes, sit up, extend your legs here, lifting, pushing your fingertips off the mat, shoulders go down, lengthen your neck up as if the top of your head was reaching towards the sky. Deep breath in. Exhale, slow your breath down. How was your day today? Mine was pretty busy. On your next inhale, you're going to bring your palms forward. Just rest them on your thigh here. And you're going to bring the bottoms of your feet together. I'm going to face you guys a little bit. Once again, keep pushing off those sits bones, lifting up tall. Bring your knees back together. Place your palms on the mat behind you. Widen your feet here to the outer edges of your mat. And you're going to exhale, both knees go to the right. Inhale, center, exhale to your left. Take your time as you move your legs from side to side. Your bottom might start walking closer to the other end of the mat. Mine is. So increasing our range of motion in the hip sockets here, stretching the muscles, the deep gluteal muscles, internal rotation, external rotation of the hip socket. One more time on your right. One more time on your left. And bring your knees back to center. You're going to straighten your legs in front of you. Can you see my toes? Sitting up tall. You're going to inhale, curl those toes, point. Exhale, flex your feet, spread those toes. Inhale, point, or curl and point. Exhale. So just a little joint freeing exercise, supporting the ankle. So notice what your knees are doing here. You want to make sure your legs are stable. So we're not moving the legs, we're just strengthening the shin, strengthening the calf, opening up the toe joints, stretching the bottom of the foot, flexing that plantar muscle. Two more. Exhale, toes spread, flex your feet towards you. Inhale, plantar flexion. One more. Last one. And bring the bottoms of your feet together. You're going to pull your feet close here, sitting upright, sitting tall. And you're going to reach forward and fold, placing your hands around your feet. No forcing your body. Do not force your feet to come closer than your hips want them to. So yoga is not about perfection or flexibility. You should be, the goal is to make yoga adapt to your body and your range of motion of your joints. So only allowing these feet to bring them back no further than they will go. 2 more breaths. Inhale deep through your nose. Let your belly fall out. Ribs expand and your chest lift. Slow your breath down. Letting go of the day. Inhaling. Slowly exhaling, slower than the inhale. And bring your knees together. Once again, you're going to extend your legs in front of you, stick pose, sitting tall, and shake it out. Deep breath in, long, slow, steady, deep breath in through your nose. Long, steady breath out. And all right, from here, you're going to roll forward into tabletop position. From here, you're going to bring your knees closer in, hands wider, and you're going to just shift your hips to the right. Inhale, center, exhale, shift your hips to the left. And you're going to slowly move as you inhale and exhale. Inhale, tabletop, exhale. You might notice that down the side of the hip, down towards the knee. Also, if you're having knee pain, you're welcome to fold up the mat, place your knees on that folded edge. Wrist pain, you can once again fold up the mat, take the bottom of your palm and place it at the front edge of that fold. And then just keep moving. Shoulders back, long neck. Inhale, tabletop, exhale to the left. Inhale. And now we're going to add. So when hips go to the left, our feet go to the right. Inhale, exhale, feet go to the left, hips go to the right. Take your time. Try not to sink into the shoulders and the neck. Keep your neck long and open. One more time on your right and one more time on your left. And then you're going to come back to tabletop. You're going to tuck your toes, sit back over your heels. All right, palms up. Exhale. So we're just moving the wrist. Exhale, pinkies in. Inhale, thumbs up. So just some joint freeing exercises added into our yoga practice. If kneeling on your toes is becoming too intense, you're not going to be able to see me, but you can stay in an upright position here. So staying in an upright position if sitting back over the heels and the toes is too intense. One more. Exhale, pinkies in. Inhale, thumbs out. And this time, you're going to untuck your toes and sit back over your heels. You're going to palms forward. Exhale, wrist flexion, wrist extension here, and you're going to switch. Inhale and exhale. Take your time. So don't try to force your hand to go back. You only have really 80% range of motion as your wrist, or actually 90. So you have 90 as your wrist extends. You have 80 in flexion. So don't try to force that hand back. You may have less. If you're on a computer all day doing this with the mouse or typing like this, um, all that contraction of the muscles and the nerves. But this is going to help that. So this joint freeing exercises for the wrists. And all right, from here, wrist circles. Remember, you can always stay in an upright kneeling position if you need to. If you have knee pain, ankle or shin pain, switch direction. Deep breath in, keep breathing. Are you breathing or are you holding your breath? A lot of times when we're unsure of things or we become stressed, we hold our breath. But the breath is the most important part of the practice. It's where we get our vitality, our life, our energy. And shake it out. All right, from here, you're going to go back into tabletop. Let me clean off my dirty mat. And you're going to slide your right knee forward and your left leg is going to extend back. All right, you want to make sure that your hands are shoulder width and your right knee is just behind the right wrist. And you're just going to stay here for just a moment, noticing what that left thigh feels like, the left hip. Deep breath in through your nose. Maybe when you inhale, you might notice your pelvic floor lowering as the pelvis expands, the lower back widens, stretching all those muscles. Relax your jaw. Simple, easy yoga practice, you guys. Don't make it harder than it should be. So we're not trying to be hard on ourselves. We go to work all day. We got these busy schedules. Timing is important. Got to be on time. Got to turn in projects, goals. We got to meet our goals, and then we're so hard on ourselves when nothing gets done on time. But that's okay. If you accomplished one thing today, be proud of yourself. One more breath here. And you're going to bring your left knee forward, extend that right leg back. You can widen your hands here, but just try not to sink into the shoulders and neck. Push, lengthening the spine up, relaxing that right leg, that right hip. Deep breath in. Remember, if you need to, walk your hands forward. If you have wrist pain, slow your breath down out your nose. Just listening to the birds here. One more breath. And you're going to bring your knee back. All right, from here, you're going to sit back down onto your mat. Stick pose. You're going to bring your right foot to the mat. You're going to lift up, lengthen up, and then you're going to turn to your right, placing your left arm around your knee. Right hand is behind you on your mat. So once again, spine lifts up, lengthening up as if the top of your head is reaching towards the evening sky. Take a deep breath in. If you notice that you need more room for your torso, if you're going to walk that hand back a little bit to allow for more room. If you need to release, you can bring your hand to your knee as well. And you're just going to lift up tall here for this deep twist. Deep breath in. Long, slow breath out. Relax your jaw. Pull your belly in with each exhale. One more breath. On your inhale, you're going to sit up and place your right leg on the mat, left foot on the mat. Once again, turn to your left hand on the mat behind you. Right arm's going to hug your knee. And you're going to lengthen up. You're going to walk that hand back. You can also release the hand to the knee as well. Try not to sink. You want to sit up tall. Take a deep breath in through your nose. You want to look right before your shoulder. Keep breathing. I hope you guys are outside because it is a beautiful evening. And you don't have to be outside. You could be wherever you feel the most comfortable. One more breath. On your inhale, extend your right leg. You're going to reach up. Inhale, curl those toes, point. Exhale, flex your feet, spread your toes, fold. Inhale, a curl and point, roll up, reach up, pushing off the floor. Exhale, flex and fold. Keep moving with your breath. Take your time, move slow. Inhale, roll up, reach up. Exhale. 3 more. Inhale, roll up, reach up. Exhale. 2 more. Last one. And stay here in forward fold. Once again, if you need to modify, you're just going to bring the heels towards you. First 2 fingers around your big toes. Lengthen the spine up. You can place your palms on your shins, your thighs, your ankles. Long neck, long spine. Deep breath in. From here, just going to sway to the right and to the left. So think of a seaweed moving from side to side, opening up the spine a little bit, getting the deep muscles, those deep, tiny muscles. Noticing and observing, becoming aware of the movement and how it makes you feel. If you feel pain, you're going to come up out of the pose a little bit, swaying from side to side. Deep breath in. And you're going to come back to center, sitting up, reaching up, lifting up tall, looking out across the room or out across the sky. Deep breath in. If you could imagine a place that you would be in, what would you visualize right now? As you take a deep breath in, visualize maybe you're on a boat in the open water. Maybe you're on the shore at the beach, listening to the tide rolling in and swooshing out. Sounds of the birds. Maybe you're in the mountains, in the forest, hearing the trees rustle and creak. One more breath. Visualizing this happy place, this relaxing place. All right, and from here, you're going to roll forward back into tabletop. Knees are hip width, hands are shoulder width. You're going to lower your forearms to your mat, and you're going to turn your palms up. The crease of your elbow should be just in front of your shoulders. And you're going to push, tuck, and round your back towards the ceiling or the sky. And then you're going to exhale, push your hips back towards the ceiling or towards the hips. Breathe. Deep breath in through your nose. We're not in downward dog yet. Exhale, slow your breath down. Keep breathing, inhaling, noticing that deep stretch in the lats, the muscles that go all the way from the back of the arms down towards the lower back. One more breath. Let's just take an extra breath here because it just feels so good. I love this one. One more. And then you're going to bring yourself back into tabletop. All right, from here you're going to sit down. Straighten your legs in front of you. Both feet go to your left. So your right foot is going to be at your left thigh. Your left heel is going to be outside the hip. Right hand just behind you, and you're going to lift those hips up, reaching up. Deep breath in. Nice breeze here. Exhale, slow your breath down. I hope you guys can hear it. It's a good one. One more breath. And lower. Extend your legs, switch. And left hand on the mat behind you, lift your hips up. Breathe, deep breath in. Exhale. Inhale. Relax your jaw. We want to release tension, not create tension. Slow your breath down. One more breath. And lower your hips. Stay here for just a moment. Existing just in this moment. Listening to all the sounds that you hear around you. As you take a moment to pause. It's good to take a moment to slow down and pause and observe. All right, and from here, you're going to just roll back into tabletop, big toes together. Push your child's pose. Big toes together, walk your knees out, push your hips back over your heels. Forehead on your mat, arms extended. You can walk your hands out towards the side or just outside of shoulder width to the outside edge of your mat to allow more room for your neck, to open the chest and shoulders a little bit more. Deep breath in through your nose, slow your breath down. Relax your jaw. If you feel pressure in your head or your torso, try walking your knees out a little bit wider or come out of the pose. We don't ever want to feel stressed. We want a nice, easy, comfortable practice. On your inhale, you're going to lift your head up, walk your right hand over to the left and fold. On your inhale, lift up, walk your hands to your right. Place your left palm over your right and fold. Where are you feeling that stretch? Where you feel that tension releasing in your body? Long, slow, steady, deep breath in. You might notice your pelvic floor expanding, pushing down. Pelvis widening, back opening up. Rib cage expanding in a circle all the way around as your lungs fill with air. One more breath here. And on your inhale, you're going to lift your head, bring your hands back in front of you, and you're going to move into swan. Swan is a deep back bend stretch, so be very careful here. As you keep your big toes together, you're going to move like you're going back into tabletop, and then you're going to drop your hips, lift your feet. Try not to sink into the shoulders. You want to push, move the chest up, upper back lifts to lift the chest, head goes back, feet come forward. Exhale, child's pose. Inhale, swan. Adjust your hands if you need to. Make them wider, bring them a little closer. Exhale, child's pose. You're going to just move with your breath slowly between the poses. Inhale. Exhale. So opening the hips, stretching the inner thigh groin, strengthening the glutes, the muscles that support the back for good posture. Hamstrings, stretching the back, strengthening the abs, opening the chest and shoulders. Keep moving. 3 more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, swan. Exhale. 2 more. One more. And then you're going to go back to child's pose. Bring your elbows back by in front of your knees, and you're just going to sway the hips from side to side here. Back to center. Downward facing dog. Are you ready to attempt it? You're going to go into tabletop. Tuck your toes. Push your hands, lift your hips, push your tailbone towards the ceiling. If your hamstrings are super tight, you're going to stay with your knees bent. If you'd like, you can extend the legs. Okay? Take a deep breath in. Exhale, slow your breath down. You know, I just came out of the pose to watch you guys out of habit, and I should have stayed in downward facing dog. So I'll probably just go back. All right. So find that comfortable space. I know you're upside down, but walk the heels or pedal the heels up and down gently. You want to make sure you're pushing. If your shoulders are up into your neck and ears, let the shoulders relax. Shoulder blades go back towards the hips. And you're just going to keep pedaling here. Stretching the calves, the hamstrings. One more breath. And you're going to lower your knees, child's pose. Bring your arms back down by your side. And just rest here. You can also use a blanket or a pillow or something to put underneath the head if your hip is lifting up high and it feels like you're falling forward. On your next inhale, tabletop, you're going to sit down and you're going to lay down on your back, on your mat. Just take a moment to rest here. Pause. Take a pause. Notice what it feels like to lay down on the earth or on the floor. Hard surfaces are nice. Gazing up. You can close your eyes here if you'd like. Maybe you notice that you naturally just took a deep breath in. Something we do every day without even thinking about it is breathe. But with the practice of yoga, we can make it more conscious. So nice to lay down. One more breath here. From here, you're going to bring your feet to the mat, hip width apart, just behind your hips. And you're going to take a breath, deep breath in. Inhale, let your belly fall out, relax. Feel your rib cage expand. And your chest lift as you fill your lungs with air. And then you're going to exhale, push the rib cage into the mat. Lift your hips for bridge. Palms rest by your side here. Thighs are parallel. So if your knees are widening and opening up, you want to bring your knees back. You can place a block, a towel, anything, a pillow in between your knees if you'd like. One more breath. Next, exhale, lower. Roll your spine down one vertebra at a time. When you get to your lower back, tuck your pelvis, let your hips go to neutral. Inhale. Exhale. Push your ribs into the mat. You'll feel a slight abdominal engagement. Lift your hips up. If you'd like to add here, you can clasp your hands beneath you. Do what you can, no forcing your palms to get together. Keep breathing. Did you hold your breath or did you keep breathing? When we hold our breath, our heart rate is going to pick up. We're going to go into that sympathetic nervous system, the fight or flight, and we want to stay in the parasympathetic. Exhale, roll down. Remember, you can come out of the pose anytime you need to, and then you're going to bring your knees in towards your chest. Hug your knees in close. Deep breath in. For energy freeing pose. One more breath. And release both feet to the mat. Lower your left leg down. Place your arms out from your side. And cross your right knee over for a spinal twist. Take a deep breath in through your nose. Slow your breath down out your nose. On your inhale, roll back onto your mat. Extend the right leg. Bring your left foot to the mat and cross over for a spinal twist. If you need to, you can walk your arm down a little bit so your shoulder is not suffocating you. And just keep breathing here and relaxing. Notice what you're feeling in the lower back, the hip. On your inhale, you're going to roll back onto your mat. Place both feet on your mat. Widen your feet outside of the hips or out towards the outer edges of your mat. And you're going to let both knees fall to your right. And just take a moment to observe. Take a pause to observe what you're feeling here. Feeling that cool breeze come in. Hearing that wind. Deep breath in through your nose. Maybe you notice a stretch inside the hip flexors, the glutes, the thigh. One more breath. And on your exhale, you're going to take the left hip and you're going to push it down towards the mat. So push the left hip down towards the mat. You're going to feel that inner side of your left foot engage into the mat and your inner thigh. It's probably not going to touch the mat because right now when you think about your pelvis, it's tipped. The left side is up. So all you're doing, I'm going to relax. See my left hip, there's a little bit of space here. You're going to push it back down. There's still just a little bit of space, not much. And you're going to stay there and breathe. Deep breath in. Slow your breath down. One more breath. On your inhale, you're going to take this left hip and you're going to push your hip up off of the mat. So your left hip here is up. You're going to feel your glute contract. The inside edge of your left foot is pressing into the mat. Hamstring. Deep breath in. On your exhale, you're going to lower that hip. And now you're just going to move with your breath. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale. Inhale. If you feel pain or popping, make the movement smaller or just stay relaxed in this position without lifting and lowering. Two more. One more. And we'll come back to center. Bring your knees back up. Take a breath, noticing, observing, becoming aware what the left side of your body feels like. And both knees go to the left. And you're just going to hang out here. Take another pause. Pausing, observing, creating awareness with the breath. Inhale. Right hip is lifted off the mat. Remember, your pelvis is tipped right now, so the right side is up, left side is down. Relax your jaw, relax your shoulders. On your exhale, you're going to push the right hip back down. Keep holding and keep breathing. You might notice some tension releasing. One more breath. Inside edge of your right foot is pressing into the mat to push that right hip down. On your inhale, push and lift that right hip up. Take a breath. Washing away the day, letting go of all this tension, all these thoughts of ours that create tension. Exhale, lower. And you're going to move with your breath. Inhale, lift. You're letting go of all those thoughts that say you're not good enough or that you can do better. Exhale, lower. Keep moving with your breath. And you're going to say, I love myself. Exhale, lower. I love myself. I love myself enough to pause in my day and take care of myself, to release and wash away the stress. Inhale, lift. Last one, exhale, lower. And then you're going to bring your knees back to center. A few more moments, and we're going to start our final pose. But first, we're going to extend those legs up above our hips and our arms up above our shoulders. Let the palms relax. Sleeping tiger. Deep breath in through your nose. Exhale. Slow your breath down out your nose. How you guys doing? Drop a comment. Let me know. Inhale deep through your nose. After the practice is over, of course. Don't interrupt your relaxation. Inhale. Slow your breath down. One more breath. And lower those feet. Lower those arms. And you're going to place both legs on the mat. I need to scoot back a little bit. Adjust your clothes if you need to. That's the new yoga pose, adjusting your clothes. Center. Happy baby, bring your knees in. Extend the legs up. Grab the outer edges of your feet. Bend your knees. Let your legs fall open and rock from side to side. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, slow your breath down. Rocking from side to side. Then you're going to extend those legs up as you grab hold, as you keep a hold of your feet. You can lower your hands to your ankles here or your shins. Breathe. Lower back and shoulders and head are resting on the mat. So in order to get that, if your hips and head and shoulders are off the mat, lower your hands. And lower your feet. All right, from here, you're just going to prop yourself up onto your elbows, right? Keep your legs straight. If you feel any pain or pressure in your head, behind your eyes, any numbness, tingling, while you're in this pose, you're going to come out of the pose. So you're going to press your palms and forearms into the mat. You're going to lift the upper back to lift the chest. You can stay here with your neck straight or take your head all the way back, opening the chest and shoulders. Deep breath in. Exhale. One more breath. On your inhale, lift your head up and lay down. Adjust your clothes if you need to. And we're going to lay here in our last and final pose, Shavasana. So Shavasana is just Sanskrit word for corpse pose. And we're not going to be corpses, but we're going to relax like corpses, because we all know that a corpse has no tension in their body. They are completely relaxed and have completely let go. And I'm just going to take you through a guided meditation. If you need to at any time, you can roll to your right or left side or return to a seated position. Do what's best for your mind and body. I'm going to guide you and offer suggestions, and you can follow whichever suggestions you like. Do what's best for you. Just make sure you're comfortable on your mat. Taking a deep breath in through your nose, feel your belly rise, ribs expand, and your chest lift. Slowing your breath down out your nose, relaxing your face, shoulders and arms, back, hips, legs, fingers and toes. On your next inhale, if you'd like to, take a deep breath in through your nose. And then sigh and release your breath. Letting go of all the tension. Becoming aware and observing what your body is feeling as it releases tension. On your inhale, take a deep breath in and hold your breath. Keep holding. And sigh and release. Perhaps you notice your arms and legs feeling loose and limp. Maybe your eyelids are becoming heavier, head heavier. If you'd like to, take a moment to observe all the sounds that you hear around you. What do you hear listening for just a few moments? Maybe you notice the sound of airplanes flying over your house. If you're close to a major highway, you might hear cars speeding by. Maybe you've got crickets singing outside. Keep observing all the sounds that you hear, naming each sound as you recognize it, and then let it pass like a notification on your phone, just sliding it to the side. Keep listening for a few more moments. letting all the sounds go, noticing the natural rhythm of your breath as you inhale and your torso rises. Exhaling, your torso, your body softens and sinks further back to the ground. Resting here for just a few more moments. Couple more moments and we'll begin to slowly awaken. And we're going to slowly begin to awaken. Take your time as you begin to move around, moving your arms and legs, fingers, toes, finding movement that feels good to you. You can bring your feet to the mat, moving however you feel like it. Opening your eyes, taking a deep breath in, stretching, reaching. And then you're going to roll to your right or left side. Take a moment. And then you're going to place your hand on the floor, gently lift yourself up to a seated position. Oh my goodness, you guys. Let's all bring our hands to heart center and just take a moment to remember something we're grateful for today. What are you grateful for? Thank you for practicing with me. Have a wonderful evening. Let me know how you're doing and how you like the practice. And I will talk to you soon.